Welcome to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, the investigative journalism program, or IJP, where I ask the question, whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's? A proud part of the Pizza at McDonald's network. I'm your host, Brian Thompson. As loyal listeners know, recent weeks have seen a series of hardships brought down upon me personally and the Pizza at McDonald's audio programming network as a whole. Despite the fact that we established a subsidiary advertising company brought to you by Inc., revenue for the network has not been great enough to keep up with costs. Our primary financial obligation is our offices, which turned out to be less impressive than the realtor promised me when I signed a 9-year lease, sight unseen. The building, which is a former candy store seemingly abandoned since the pre-industrial age, did not come with windows. This is not so much of a burden climate-wise, since Los Angeles's thick layer of atmospheric pollution shields it from any changes in temperature. But I would be lying if I said we did not have a wandering bird problem. This is in addition to the fact that the building's walls contain no insulating material whatsoever. Thus, I have been forced to spend several hours of my day stuffing the walls with crumpled newspapers. This is an expense in two ways. For one, it takes valuable time away from my responsibilities as an investigative journalist and CEO of a major audio programming network. And for another, newspaper is not cheap. This should be a task I could assign to our unpaid social media intern Bol Kakakia, but he claims to be allergic to newsprint, and he occupies most of his day producing Willow Talk, the show where we talk about Willow, despite the fact that each episode is only approximately 3 minutes long. On top of all this, I recently suffered a humiliating string of insults at the hand of the mouth of the host of Coast to Coast AM, a gentleman whom I thought was named George Norway, but have since been informed is called George Norrie. I regret my error, but I do not regret spending what little funds I have left to retain one of Southern California's most dedicated slander attorneys. So, as you might expect, I have been in desperate need of what mental health professionals refer to as self-care. It is in this capacity that I obtained a ticket to attend a taping of the television program America's Got Talent. On this show, various musicians, acrobats, interpretive dancers, and other types of show-offs perform for a panel of celebrity judges. One of said judges happens to be the comedian Howie Mandel, whose work I have admired for many years as the celebrity spokesman for McDonald's Pizza.
Right now at McDonald's, we've got a surprise. You can get a personal-sized pepperoni pizza for just 99 cents. That's right, a personal-sized pepperoni pizza for just 99 cents with the purchase of any soft drink. But you better hurry, because after April 4th, this deal's gone.
Only 99 cents. This is a great offer.
If you do not recognize the voice at the end of that commercial, I encourage you to contract an audio analysis laboratory, which will tell you with the highest level of certainty that it is the voice of Howie Mandel. And indeed, I did catch a glimpse of Howie Mandel at the taping. I also enjoyed the performance of a gross of Australian acrobats who flung children around the stage with reckless abandon. Both of these things were good for my self-care. However, when I attempted to gain an in-person interview with Mr. Mandel, the evening took a turn for the sinister. Like many television programs, the pacing of a broadcast episode of America's Got Talent does not match the pacing of the live taping. Between performances, several minutes must be spent refilling the celebrity judges' cups of Dunkin' Donuts branded water, mopping the stage clean of contestants' flop sweat, and clearing away peelings from the dozens of oranges Judge Simon Cowell mysteriously consumes throughout the proceeding. During this downtime, I decided it would be appropriate to request an interview with Mr. Mandel, considering I am a respected investigative journalist and the CEO of a major audio programming network. I did not have a press pass, but my credentials speak for themselves. Knowing Mr. Mandel to be a famous germaphobe, I decided it would not be polite to come within breathing distance of him without a direct invitation. So, despite the fact that such behavior would be frowned upon in a normal situation, I thought it prudent to request our interview via shouts from my seat in the balcony. "Mr. Mandel," I screamed, "my name is Brian Thompson. I am the investigative journalist who hosts the program Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, which chronicles my inquiry into the true reason McDonald's stopped serving pizza in the late 1980s to mid-1990s. I understand that you were the celebrity spokesman for McDonald's Pizza, hence my desire to interview you. Might we retire to a conference room or storage closet while the crew sets up for the next musician, acrobat, or other? Thank you, and I hope to hear an affirmative shout soon. At which point, I was tackled by security.
Pasadena Visitors Bureau, this is Amanda.
Hello, my name is Brian Thompson, and I recently attended a taping of America's Got Talent at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium, and I was calling to complain about my treatment by security.
By security, okay. Anything in particular that you would like to make note of?
Yes, I was just politely asking Howie Mandel to conduct an interview with me. I'm the host of a show called Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's. You've probably heard of it. And Howie Mandel used to be a spokesperson for McDonald's Pizza, so I thought it was apropos to request an interview. But when I did, one of the security guards for the auditorium slammed me to the ground and told me to leave.
Okay. I will make and then what is your name?
My name is Brian Thompson.
Brian Thompson.
I'm not seeking any sort of financial compensation for medical bills or anything like that because I was not injured. But I did have a can of pizza-flavored Pringles in my pocket that fell over the side of the balcony, and I would like to be compensated for those, if possible.
Okay. And then what is your phone number?
8.
And what is the host of the show you were for again?
Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's?
Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's. Okay. I will pass on your information to the party that will be responsible for getting into contact with you. And if you have any more questions or comments, feel free to reach out, and I will send on your information to HR.
I have one more question. Is it possible for me to get access to the security tapes?
I actually would not know the answer to that question, but I would put that in the comments when I forward that to HR, and then they can get that response for you.
Okay, thank you for your candor.
Not a problem, and you have a nice day, Mr. Thompson.
You too. Goodbye.
All right, bye.
I will update all of you as soon as I receive restitution. Today's episode of Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's is brought to you by Bonobos. Have you driven by a storefront with a sign labeled Bonobos and kept driving because you are not interested in purchasing an ape? Please return to that location, as it is most likely a clothing store by the name of Bonobos. Go inside and try on clothes. Unlike other, more inconvenient clothing stores, you will not be allowed to walk out with the clothes you wish to purchase. They will instead be shipped to you in a box. It's just that easy. Bonobos. Not apes, just clothes that you can try on and then have within a small number of business days. Do you know what happened to pizza at McDonald's? Do you remember it? Please send all correspondence to pizza@mcdonalds@gmail.com, to our Twitter page at pizza@mcd's, or through Facebook at facebook.com/pizza@mcd's. Subscribe to our IJP on Apple Podcasts, and if you like the show, consider leaving a review. Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's merchandise is available from our Teespring store at teespring.com/stores/pizza@mcd's. To provide financial support, visit patreon.com/pizza@mcd's. Or to make a one-time donation, use our PayPal email address, pizza@mcdonalds@gmail.com. And discover other shows on the Pizza at McDonald's network via our Twitter page at pizza@mcd's.net. I'm Brian Thompson.